I can't believe what I just saw on the YouTube Twitters, right? This is the stupidest thing. This is the dumbest thing. And not only that, they must think that we're stupid as well. So I'm reading that they are making the dislike button no longer public. And this was announced by YouTube itself. This isn't just like a rumor or anything like that. The dislike button's still going to be there. You can hit the dislike button, but it won't be visible to the public anymore. You'll only, I guess, see the likes. Now, I went and tested this myself. I went and saw a few videos, and I could still see the dislike button. So I'm not sure when it's going into effect. I heard today, but as with YouTube, usually it takes a while for things to actually switch over. So I would imagine that we'll be still seeing the dislike button at least until, I don't know, maybe a few days, a week, a month, who knows. You know, whenever they flip a switch on anything, it never works out exactly how they intended it. There's always whatever. The intent, though, is they're trying to get rid of the public dislike button for you so you can see it. So whenever you go to a video and then it is universally hated, you'll no longer know that. And this is the dumbest thing. And that's coming, man, that's saying something, coming from this platform that's consistently and without fail always does dumb things. But man, this is one that's just compelled me to make a video on it because this is so fucked up, and because the reason they're doing it is why I'm so upset. It's not so. Look, I'm a creator, right? So when people hit that dislike button, you know, I see it and I'm like, well, people don't like this or whatever. You know, I've never hidden it. I don't think I ever have. So this affects me, you know, from a standpoint of when people come and watch a video, if they see a bunch of dislikes, they may be less inclined to actually watch it. People do that. However, in the grand scheme of things, I don't. That's fine. Like I think we still need that to be able to visibly see that dislike button when you're seeing a video. So even though it affects me negatively, it can affect us negatively. I'm still saying I support the idea of having the public dislike button because it is just crucial in my opinion. And what makes me absolutely crazy is the bullshit reason they're giving for this. They are trying to claim that it is for targeting or trying to get rid of targeted harassment. And yes, that is a thing on YouTube, absolutely. But how the hell is the dislike button? No, not getting rid of bots. You know, not actually doing things to creators that target other creators. No. Let's get rid of the dislike button. So they're not doing it for that because there's other things that they could do to combat targeted harassment. This is purely to protect giant news media and corporations. Period. End of story. And they even go out of their way on the YouTube Twitter thread. Oh, this is to help protect creators, both big and especially small ones. No, it's not. You don't give a damn about small creators. You don't give a damn about small creators. You don't. You liars. Who do you think you're fooling? You're not fooling us. You don't give a damn. Now, some would consider us small creators, and I mean, it's all perspective, right? I would still consider us small creators, but there are tons of people out there that would consider us big creators. Obviously, you have like a few thousand subs or 100 subs or whatever. You're gonna look at us and go, "Well, man, those guys are big time." You know, in the grand scheme of things, I disagree, because it seems like there's about a million people with 1 million subs these days. But you know, I digress. But again, it's all perspective. It's like what do you consider big or small or whatever. Well, but at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just YouTube saying, hey, we're trying to protect the little guy. And whether or not you consider yourself the little guy or someone else the little guy, the fact that they're actually going out of their way to say that, to me, implies that they're trying to get the masses behind this, to say, hey, this is a good thing for you small-time creators. And everyone's going to go, yeah, no one's going to see the dislike button anymore. Bullshit. No, that's bullshit. It's not for you. It's not for us. It's for all the mega corporations out there that when they say something that's blatantly false and the public knows it's blatantly false, now the public's not going to be able to voice their opinion because they can already block comments. You can already do that. And if a video, whatever, hides their likes to dislike button, that's also a clue that something's off. You know that it's been disliked by so many people. So just them taking that off, the creator themselves taking that like dislike button, hiding it from the public, people are hitting the dislike button. So but now it's universally gone. You have zero clue of something, if something is like, if people are watching a video and there's like, something's off with this, something's off. I'm gonna be able to voice my opinion or concern. Well, they can delete comments, and they can hide comments, and now they can hide the dislike button. The dislike button was the last bastion of having a voice, because again, you go to a video, a lot of times you'll see this. You'll go to a video, like some news agency puts out a video that is bullshit, and everybody knows it's bullshit. Or hell, even a movie trailer that everybody is like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not, or anything, like anything. And it's like, you see the dislikes is like 90%, but you look and read all the comments, and all the comments are positive, like, yay, this is the best thing ever. You know that they're deleting comments. They're deleting them all. Now, full disclosure here. Yes, I delete some comments that are trolly and just being assholes. But just because you disagree with something like the video or whatever, or you don't like the video, I'm not gonna sit there and delete your comment. I mean, if you go to the movie trailer on the main channel, there's plenty of comments of people being like, I don't like this, blah, blah, I don't, whatever. I left those up. Those are still up there. I didn't delete all negative comments. I will delete somebody who says, you guys are pieces of shit, scumbags, blah, blah, blah. Like, because you're just being a dick at that point. There's no constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, I'll leave up. So, yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. But the like, dislike button, it's still there. And that's, I mean, there's a lot of dislikes on that thing, but there's a lot of likes too. One of the most liked videos on the channel, but also one of the most disliked. It's very polarizing, I guess you could say, but that's fine. It's fine. The point is, it's still public. Well, it was up until today, I guess. But yeah, no, this is, don't make any mistake about it. Don't think for a second this is to protect the little guy, because it's not. It is not. Here, they're not doing this to protect you or me or the little guy. It's to protect the big boys, the big boy club. News agencies, government agencies, news outlets, mega corporations like Disney, and yeah, that's what this is about. I promise you that. This isn't up for debate. This is what this is for. And the fact that they're trying to drill it home that this is for the little guy, and just they keep saying it, because I saw it, they said that several times. They even repeated themselves when somebody called them out on it, and basically said the same thing verbatim. The fact that they're trying that hard to drive it home, it just lends more credence to the fact that it's just bullshit. And I think anybody with any semblance of common sense will know that this is to protect the big boys club. But I mean, because let's face it, sometimes you'll see, you'll see a video or whatever. Let's just say it's a news story, and you know, you watch it and you see all the dislikes. You say maybe you take it at face value, you know, and then you see all these dislikes, and you're like 90% of the people are watching this video are just basically calling it out. And then maybe you dig a little deeper and uncover some things that make you kind of critically think a little bit more about what you just saw, and are like, you know what? You know, if I didn't see that dislike, I wouldn't have actually questioned it. But now it made me question it, and now I'm kind of seeing things a little differently now. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking critically, man. Come on. But sometimes, as weird as it may sound, I think that dislike button actually does, you know, help people potentially, you know, think twice about something and reconsider a few things. Now, again, it also might help with confirmation bias, because, you know, sometimes I would imagine, you know, people start to think, you know, the same things, and they say, oh, or just basically want to join like a, I guess you know, get their torch and join the hate mob or whatever, and not really have an opinion until they saw the dislike bar. Yeah, sure, I can absolutely see that being a thing too. You know, hate bandwagons are absolutely a thing, and some people just get off on it. But then again, but I think at the end of the day, it's still important to have that. And yes, targeted harassment is an issue. There are people that do experience that, but there are other better ways to go about fixing that issue, other than just putting a blindfold on. And that's what you're doing. You're putting a blindfold on everybody and saying, hey, I just fixed the problem. No, you didn't. No, you gave a safe space to corporations and mega news agencies and outlets. That's what you did. You gave them a safe space. And this is coming from a creator that we get a lot of dislikes. So anyway, dislike this video, because it don't fucking matter anymore, right? All right, take care.